passwords are like toothbrush. Do you share your toothbrush?
No, I don't share toothbrush.
So don't share your password. Okay. Never share your password. And
no,
no circumstance.
Who
are the accounts in the code?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ace Kanti, seated inside the Kwadwo Sheldon studios. Now we go run more interviews on this platform, and our interviews are going to be an educative one where we can educate our audience about some of the happenings in the environment. I'm sure you guys have seen the video online over the weekend where a lady said over 11,000 Ghana cedis has been withdrawn from her mobile money account without her giving out her PIN or OTP or sharing any details with anyone. We saw the story. People have reported this, but we find out that it's the need that we sit down here, get someone who is good in the tech field to tell us what happens. Is there really something practical that people do? How do people do it? How is it done? And how can the general public move away from fraudulent activities like that? So today, I'm seated here with one of the finest guys in tech. Yes, I've been seeing his video on TikTok every single time, but today is the first time I've got the chance to see him in person. He goes by the name Michael, but on social media, he's known as Are You a God? Yeah, the name is Are You a God, right?
Yeah, Are You a God?
Yes, but why the name Are You a God?
My name is Michael.
Okay.
Michael means who is like God.
Who is like God.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you a God? All right.
Are you?
Am I a God?
Yeah.
No, I'm a Jesus Christ. But yes, welcome to the KSS platform.
Okay, thanks for having me.
This is the first time I've met you in person. I've been seeing your videos on TikTok, sometimes even on Snapchat. So it's good to have you here. How the tech field they go?
Oh, they go smooth. Everything they go on well.
Yeah, like content creation for people where they do tech. Is it something that you think Ghanaians they resonate to, or be something Ghanaians know they show interest in?
Oh, they're not really they show interest like that, but they try. They try convince people to see.
And is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
How long did you do this?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure you have seen the video that was online, and I've seen videos that you've done about a particular story. And the lady is not the first person. She's not the last person, but we'll focus on the lady's story. Now watch the video, guys.
Dear MTN Ghana, with the CA, somebody has withdrawn 11,000, close to 12,000 from my mobile money account. What did I do? Nothing. Nobody has called me for any transaction ID. Nobody has called me for my mobile money PIN. So how come I called your office after seeing the transaction, and they are telling me I should hold on for 15 working days. 15 working days saying, are we safe? MTN Ghana. I called and the lady was even rude. 11,000, is it so soft to come by? Is it soft to come by MTN Ghana? Why? Every day fraud. I called your office and all they could tell me is I should wait for 15 working days. And the people have cleared all my accounts. 11,000 citizens are there. MTN Ghana, please do something about it. I beg you. Some people's money, my money, I never send 12,000 Ghana citizens. MTN Ghana, I have screenshots here with transaction ID. So if I haven't approved anything, I haven't approved my mobile money, how come somebody can enter my mobile money and withdraw all my money from my account? MTN Ghana. This very hot Sunday afternoon. They withdrawn 11,100 and later withdrawn 220 cedis. MTN Ghana.
So in the video, the lady explained how over 11,000 Ghana cedis was withdrawn from her mobile money account without her sharing her PIN or any details with anyone. I'm sure a lot of you guys have faced situations like that. But as we have you here, when you saw the video, what's the first thing that came to mind? As someone who is specialized in tech.
When I saw the video, I felt like there's something she wasn't telling us.
Okay.
Because you can't just be there like that, just like that, and you see someone has withdrawn 11,000 Ghana cedis from your MoMo account. So later, she released another video, and it was kind of contradicting to the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I felt like something was wrong.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Okay, so I was a lady who was scammed yesterday, and I made a video calling MTN out. Yes, I made that video because earlier when I called MTN, the lady who picked the call didn't help at all. because just imagine you seeing a transaction on your phone, how you feel, and not just any amount, 11,000. So I was just all over and I was just shaking. So thanks to everyone who also reached out to me, your constant checkups and messages, your advice. Although the money, some parts belongs to me, others too are people's like money they've given to me for like bags and pre-orders and other stuff. It's just unfortunate this has to happen to me, but we have to move on regardless. So an update on today's meeting with MTN. So yesterday MTN contacted me through my Instagram and they took my number and screenshots of whatever happened. So this morning they called back again. I was on my way to the CID office, so we tracked down the number and they called back and I had to go to the office. So I went to the office and to aid in investigation, because the number is my number. So then how come someone can withdraw money from my phone like without my notice, without me authorizing anything? So per the conversations, like they want to find out the calls I made, the people I spoke to, if someone knows my PIN, how I saved my PIN and all that, if it's my date of birth, if it's the last digit of my phone number and all that. So I told them and the call log, like the calls I made. So yesterday around 11:20, a number called me that he wants me to advertise his data for him, which I specifically said no because of this fraud people, because I don't even do advertisement. He was on our WhatsApp platforms. I don't even do advertisement. So that was it. We ended our conversation there. So I just went to take my nap. So within that 20-30 minutes, and the money was withdrawn from my account. Okay. So then I had to call MTN. You all saw the video and how it's all over the place. It's just unfortunate this has to happen. So MTN is investigating the issue. Yesterday, or yes, this morning, they said they sent an email to Vodafone. And unfortunately, the fraud guy has withdrawn the money. Yesterday, per what MTN told me today, the message they received from Vodafone, the guy withdrew the money. Immediately, he pushed the money from my account to the Telecel push. So I didn't authorize anything. It was pushed from my account to the Telecel push. It's just like, I don't know how to say it, but someone who has been scammed before will understand what I'm trying to say. I know this thing that I'm saying, someone somewhere will sit and be like, yes, I shared my PIN. Yes, someone knows my PIN. Yes, I shared this, I shared that. I didn't share anything. But it's just unfortunate, as I said, our system is just not working as it's supposed to be. So I'm just pleading with the network providers, the telecommunication networks. Please, we are trusting you. Reason why we keep our monies in our mobile money account. We are trusting you. Reason why we are using your networks. So please, if our monies are not saved in our mobile money account, then where else? Because this money is a business money. Some people were like, why am I saving in the mobile money? Why am I not saving in the bank and all that? Yes, it's a mistake and we are learning from it. Okay, it's a money I'm using for a business, and like transactions were ongoing and all that. Bear with me. Last 2 weeks and last week, like people kept calling me immediately. Like money hits my account, someone will call, and I'm because of MTN, and like this and that, and we just hang up. I have my roommate here who can bear me witness to such things. So where from all this? How do people get to know that there's money in your account? How do people get to know the exact money in your account? The person who even called me last week mentioned my full name and the exact money in my account. How did the person get to know? So please, MTN, Telecel, I don't want to mention Telecel, like all the network providers. So please, we are pleading with you, kindly check your system. Check your system, check the people you are working with, allegedly, please. I'm not saying as an insider. Check the people you are working with, check your system. It is becoming too much. Yesterday, I had people in my DM with screenshots, the same process. Payment of 13,000 to Telecel push. payment of 36,000 to Telecel push, sorry. Like, it's too much. It's too much. We are working. We are not doing illegal stuffs. We are trying. So please, you people should help us. This is the best means of e-money or e-cash. We are trying. I've not been myself since yesterday because some part of the money doesn't belong to me. Where do I start from? It's just unfortunate. Thanks to all those who checked up. Thanks to all those who called. I went to MTN. My issue is under investigation. The CID is also on it with the tracking of the number. I'm just hoping that I will just hear good news. Thank you. Even yesterday after I posted the video, in my DM, I had a couple of people with screenshots, like the same process, payments made to, someone was scammed 36,000, 13,000, 20,000, 400 cedis to Telecel push. So please, let's just create the awareness. Let's just create the awareness. Today, we spoke a lot. Create the awareness on everything we do on our phone. Phone calls from people we don't know. Phone calls from whoever. It's just unfortunate. These scammers, I don't know how they are improving. But as I said, the network providers should also check their system. Thank you all.
So, if I'm to get your statement right, it is not practical that someone can withdraw money from your account without you doing anything.
Okay, let's put it that way, but technically it's possible.
Technically, it's possible,
yeah.
But generally, it is not.
Yeah, let's put it that way. But technically, it's possible.
Explain to me why you say that. Let's say if I have my phone, I don't do anything. I have money in my account. Yeah. I've not done anything. I've not spoken to anyone. I've not engaged anyone in any conversation. Is there a way someone can withdraw money from my mobile?
Yeah, there is a way. You see, usually they will tell you that don't share your OTP, don't do this, don't do that.
Don't share your PIN.
That is the general part. But technically, some things can go on and then it's what happen.
Can you take us through that?
Yes. So we have so many ways.
Okay.
We have social engineering, phishing attack, and spyware and malware. So I'm going to take them one after the other. With the social engineering, that is the most common one around.
Okay.
Someone can come to you, and with the social engineering too, they first of all work on your psychological part first. Yes, your
all
brain.
Right.
So if you want to hack a system, usually hack the human.
If you want to hack a system, you hack the human.
Usually they hack the human.
Okay.
So they are going to persuade you to do things that you don't have to do. Sometimes they can gather information about Scanty, and then they'll come to you, say, oh, Sheldon said this, like correct information, oh, and you fall for it. It happens all the time. And almost all the MoMo cases that have been happening over the past years, according to the communique that the network providers give us, they always say social engineering. And even if it's not social engineering, there's no way they're going to tell us that it's their fault.
Okay.
Because they're running a business.
Okay.
So they're always going to put blame on you, the individual.
Okay.
There's no way something is happening internally which is wrong, and it will come out that our system did that. No, it's not possible.
Because
it's a business.
Not to cut you, right? When the issue happened, MTN released a press saying that it is due to social engineering. That the lady either shared her PIN or an OTP with someone. So it means that is like the general way that people used to get access to your account.
Social engineering is very common. It happens everywhere. Even police uses social engineering. If they want to arrest someone, they gather information. They lie people. You see, CIDs, BNI, they all use it.
But where do they get the information?
The information, sometimes...
Because it's always accurate information.
Accurate information. You see, the social engineering can come in so many forms. Even if you are going to seek help from someone, the person can take advantage of the help. And you know that Ghanaians don't like reading. There are some things that you find them on the internet, but he feels like, let me go and ask this guy. But you don't know the guy that you are going to ask that question. Okay. So they can, if the person is a bad person, they can capitalize. And sometimes the MoMo vendors, most of them work with these scammers. You go there, those kind of information, they can pick them. Social engineering, you can get information about someone on their social media platforms. Okay. If I go to Snapchat right now, I might get your date of birth. Okay. Is that right?
It's not there.
Okay,
you,
you've hidden it.
you will not see my ear, but you see
But
the
we
mark
can try and figure out the
Yeah,
year. You
true.
can use some small tactics to figure out the year. But the date is there.
Yeah.
And recently you said you are Redeemer Aqua.
Yeah.
So we can put someone.
But that's not true though. That's not my actual name. So
Okay.
if you are using that, you don't want to see from my account.
So you can add some one or two things and do some small skirmishes.
Then that's how come they contact
Yes.
you.
And 2 days ago I watched an interview. It was some Georgian Joy News.
Yeah.
Where he said someone mysteriously took 24,000 Ghana cedis from his mother's mobile money account. So that one was social engineering. They gathered information, and the information they gave their mother was very valid.
Yeah.
They told her that your son has been appointed as the Minister of Communication. So we are protecting his accounts for him.
Okay.
And they will work on your brain to the extent that you won't even bother calling him to confirm something.
Okay.
After they are done, that's where you realize that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But right, I guess. But in this lady, you mentioned social engineering.
Yeah.
What is the other 3 that we have?
Phishing attack.
Okay.
With a phishing attack, it happens mostly in the WhatsApp groups. Sometimes you can receive SMS, even mails. Yeah, so they'll add a message, a very sweet message, and then they'll attach the link to it. Sometimes they can clone some websites for it to look original.
Okay.
You tap on a certain link. Facebook has their main domain, but they can create the same Facebook, like a clone of it. But just that, let's say Facebook, but this one will be like Facebook. One O is not out, and you won't even realize. You just you put in details. Sometimes you'll be like, you'll be there, and someone will send you a message. You'll be like, NDC is sharing 15 gigabytes of free data. Something.
I think that one almost. I've seen that before.
Free data, something. After you're done sharing, they also tell you to share with your friends. Okay. So with you, the one person, they can get more people to through you.
Okay.
If only you give yourself that chance.
Last week, my mom sent me a link. They said they employ some people. So when I key in my details that's where they pick your information
they record
from.
them things.
Okay, that be phishing attack.
And the malware be, see, squad Android users, you say for iPhones, normally you know if you download app from the internet unless you download for Play Store and App Store. App Store.
Yeah.
But before an app is deployed, it goes through some security measures before they allow it to come out. Yes. But Android users, you can download from the internet. You can just go online and then you input. Let's say you want to download CapCut. There's a paid version and there's a cracked version. But blacks don't want to pay, so they'll go online and go and download the cracked version. With that one, because it's cracked, there's no security.
Okay.
And you've installed that software on your device. So they can use that channel. And some people use jailbreaked iPhones. Okay. They turn on the developer mode and everything. And then they use the that jailbreaked iPhone. Okay. So with the jailbreaked iPhone, you can download apps from online. Okay. Straightforward. Just like how Android users have that freedom. Yes. So it's always advisable that, to me, at the end of the day, you should try and restart your phone.
Every day?
Yeah, every day. Some people, they only restart their phone when it goes slow and it comes to charge.
I don't remember the last time I restarted my phone.
So let's say an attacker has gotten into your system. You don't remember the last time, right? Yeah. He has gotten into your system. He's monitoring you right now. Okay. Everything you do. If you restart the phone, usually when you're restarting the phone, it runs some security checks.
Okay.
And it blocks the part that the attacker used to gain access into your system.
Okay.
Yes. But it doesn't always work. It depends on the kind of malware that it was installed.
Okay.
Yes. But if it's something like light, restart your phone. So you at least once a week. Try and restart your phone once a week.
So with the lady's case, right?
Yeah.
What mode do you think they used to withdraw the over 11,000 from her account?
Later, I saw a certain news trend that she gave out an OTP.
Yeah, I think after she came to explain, she said someone called her to advertise data for her.
Those data guys, you have to be very careful of them.
The data guys?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you are buying data, usually you give your details to them.
Okay.
You walk out to one send a message after so I tell you and say, like, almost say advert. So you have to be careful where you buy the data.
Okay, that's
also if sometimes you can buy the data won't come. And if you call them to the service providers, they won't mind you. So I think they have to improve that thing. have to improve that thing. Like the person you are selling to and everything, you have to get accurate details so that in case the person runs away with your money. Because sometimes you can buy data, the data won't come.
Won't come, true.
And why go to track the person? And you can't tell me that you don't know the person because they are using, most of them use short codes.
Yeah.
Short codes.
Yeah, star 2 4.
Yeah, star 2 something. And those short codes too, they can't get it themselves.
Okay,
they get it
from the
service providers.
So it means they know about it.
They know about it. And if you report it, they won't say anything better. So you can ask Ashibi.
Okay, but in the lady's conversation, she said she just spoke to someone who says he wants to advertise data.
Yeah.
And she refused. She didn't give her PIN out to the person. She didn't give her OTP. She didn't give anything out to the person. But all she realized, Telecel push over 11,000 to a Vodafone number. And she said when after meeting with MTN, the money has already been withdrawn already from the account. Like the recipient, they transferred from MTN to Telecel, and the person go withdraw the over 11,000 already. So in this case, what do you think? What means do you think they use to take the money from her account? According to her, she didn't give out any OTP or anything.
Okay. To me, right now, what I would say would be a guess. Because we have, if there is a crime ongoing, like a digital or something like that, they have people who investigate. And MTN has investigated and they are saying that
it's social engineering.
But the girl too is trying to say something different. And as I said, if it's a system error, they will never come out to come and say it's a system error. Because others are also using the MTN more money this one. Else they will lose customers.
Yeah.
Yes. But Ghana, we have a problem. What is the use of the Ghana card? We have a Ghana card. If you have a Ghana, if you're going to register for a new SIM, you have to use your Ghana card to register.
Yeah.
If you are signing up for creating a bank account, you have to use your Ghana card. Yet people register SIMs with fake details. I just don't understand it. That means our system is not working.
True. The system has not been working since.
Yes.
It's not now that it will start. It has not been working since.
Because Ghana card should work. If the Ghana card was working, let's say, Scanty, before you apply to KSS, they will need your Ghana card. Like we are having a big data center where we store data of everything. My Ghana card is linked to my MoMo, my workplace. Let's say if I gym or something, registering, like everything is Ghana card. And let's say I withdraw money from your account and send it to, and before you get a Ghana card, you need someone to guarantee you
for you.
And the person should also have a Ghana card. So let's say I've done this whole process. Like we have a strong database system that we are working with. If someone withdraws your money and send it to another number, you just have to go to the data, input everything. Okay, this guy, he works here, he saves here. Like you see, everything, every details will come. But right now, the person has sent the money to a Telecel number. And I'm sure it will be hard for them to even track the person.
They said they are running investigations on that. So I don't know how
Ghana
they are going to get the money for
the case will definitely lie.
The case just go die.
Yeah. So there be a die.
So can we attribute that to the social engineering?
Yeah.
That's the means they used to withdraw the money from.
Social engineering is the to me is the main reason. Even in Ghana, Abrochi, so more call strong hackers, more call OB system more. Sometimes they usually come to grounds to gather information.
Okay.
Tinina is about information gathering.
And you see, in the same video where the lady explained, she said sometimes Sika Beton account more, that is when she gets those calls. Like when she received money in her account, the day she received money, the day the account is empty, no call like I'm calling from empty. You see those Mami Udindi. Yeah. The day she receives money in the account, those days, that be when she gets the calls. So people online have cited that maybe some of these hackers work with the telcos. like I don't know if you get what I'm. The lady said that
usually we expose ourselves.
Okay.
Usually through social media.
Okay.
If you go to Facebook, Snapchat, as I said earlier, Snapchat, if I go, I might see your date of birth there.
Yeah.
Some people, if you go to their Instagram profile, you see their mail over there.
Yeah.
Mail.
Yeah.
And their call number.
Yeah.
Email, call number and everything.
It's supposed to be there.
It's supposed to be there, but I don't think you are sharing too much information.
With my number?
No, not with your number. You see, number, date of birth, and everything. And right now, if you call MTN and you want to block your number, they are going to ask you those questions.
Yeah.
What's your Ghana card number? You mention date of birth. If you answer like two, 3 questions complete, they'll block the number. Whether it's you or it's not you. because you've been able to answer those questions perfectly.
True.
And you called, and they're not going to use some voice hard detection or something. Yeah, that's how it works.
Wow. So what should we do?
We have to protect ourselves.
But as you are talking about this, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time, the conversation is just MTN. As compared to Telecel and an Airtel Tigo. Have you realized that?
Yeah, I've realized.
What is the problem?
Oh, MTN has the biggest market
share
in Ghana.
So that where the fraudsters they go. But
Yeah.
the other telcos
But
don't say
I don't
money.
want to say it's their way of this one, how they withdraw money from the others. You see, theirs is very different.
Okay.
Theirs is very different. So I'm not in the MTN system, so I can't judge for that one. I don't want trouble. I don't want to pay $18 million.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't know if it's from that part they get it. Yeah. And MTN is everywhere. MTN is everywhere. Yes. So they have the largest market. But in my comment section, I saw people saying Telecel too, but it wasn't as much as MTN. Even someone was saying that if MTN can take their loan back without your information, they can steal your money.
Okay.
But before you were signing up for that thing, the loan, there were terms and conditions over there.
Okay.
Which people don't read. Africans, you don't like reading. Terms and conditions are over there. But just you have to go to the main page to go and read. They just start on something, they will just go. Yeah, so that one is automatic. And that one, can you report to MTN that they've stolen your money?
No.
You are owing them, you are paying back, you are going to report that they've stolen your money. Nah, it's not possible. That's how it works.
The lady's story, when the money was withdrawn, right? As someone in tech, let's say I missed all these steps and finally the money has been withdrawn from my account. What would be the first advice you advise me when I realize that they have withdrawn 10,000 from my account? What should be the first thing I do?
Immediately you have to call your service provider because they are the one.
The lady said she called. They said 15 working days.
That's what they will tell you.
So when it happens like that, my only option is to call the telcos.
Yeah, someone on my system.
Okay.
You see, scanning a check up, we drug on the and I will check no internet. I check up.
So I'll just have to call them.
You just have to call them.
And if they say I should wait for 15 days,
that's their normal. This one.
Apart from that, there's no means.
At that moment, that's the only thing you can do. And maybe cry.
And then after crying, then
you go and report to the police.
Then that is it.
Then we wait on God.
I'm looking at the same way the fraudsters have means to access. Don't you think there are like early symptoms that, let's say, when you withdraw my money, I can try to do something?
Yesterday, someone suggested on Twitter that they should bring something like, if someone sends you your money, there should be some 5 minutes, something that, in case you detect fraud, you can reverse your money. But it comes with a disadvantage. Imagine someone sending you money and you're standing there for 5 minutes, waiting for everything.
To waste time.
So you get it. Yes. One thing you have to notice that the telecom companies, they have senior cyber security men there who are always protecting their system. They are also senior fraudsters who are also trying to enter the system. So it's attack and defend. Yes, that's how it works.
Doesn't mean
so day in, day out, this one is defending, this one is attacking. And they always try to find loopholes around this one. You get it? That's why they are always system maintenance to check for those things. They are always trying to find loopholes into the system.
But in the 15 days that probably the telcos will give me, in that 15 days, what are they looking at doing?
Investigation. But you see, as we said, our system is not really working.
Okay.
And if our Ghana card was to be working like perfectly, if we were to be receiving 10 MoMo fraud cases, it will reduce to, let's say, 1 in a day.
Okay.
Because when I attack and I will choose and as I said earlier, if you are going for the Ghana card, even if we don't catch you, the person, the guarantor too is there. You get it? So we don't have a working system. I was interning at a certain place in Kumasi. Someone can just come, patch on per se, maybe I'm Ghana card, big or Ghana card, and you're call then call me guarantor. The system is not working. Someone you don't know. So if something happens right now, if we were having a working system, these things will cut short.
As a tech person, have you heard people say they use clone SIM cards?
Yeah.
How does that work? Clone SIM card.
Clone SIM cards. Even in July 2023, it happened in the United States, one of their security service. They cloned a SIM and hacked
If they say they clone a SIM card, what does it mean?
Clone, like a replica of your SIM card.
SIM card.
Yeah.
So it will be the same number?
Let's be the same number.
Okay, you explain what happened.
They remove there's something called international mobile subscriber identity. It's just like your phones, you know IMEI.
Yeah.
See, it's your unique identity. If you're using this one, that is what it means in the field of networking. Yes. And under that one, we have the country code, which is the +233, your telephone number, and your SIM, the SIM was like 054026. Yeah, those things. And the authentication key. So they can extract it.
From the clone?
Yeah, through the cloning, they can extract those things.
Is there something that can be done in Ghana? Like clone SIM card? Is it something they do here?
I've never heard of some before.
You don't think it's practical?
Yeah. And
here?
with the cloning of SIM card, I think one thing we have to do is to lock our SIM.
Okay.
I brought this one. Okay. So you have to lock your SIM card. Everyone has to lock their SIM card. So if you lock your SIM, let's say that one is a 2-factor authentication for the SIM.
Okay.
So if you want to lock your SIM card, you just have to go to your settings, and I don't know if I should.
Yeah.
So you go to settings.
Okay. If you are watching us, go to settings.
Go to settings. Go to, on the iPhone.
Oh.
So today we do iPhone. Later they can join my Snap. I'll show them.
Okay.
Cellular network. And tap on the SIM you are using. Like that particular network.
Okay.
I don't know if you're using double SIM, primary and mine is.
Yeah, I've
double.
seen.
Okay. Scroll down to the last part. You see SIM pin.
Yeah, SIM pin. Yeah.
Then you turn it on.
Okay, SIM pin.
So you can create a SIM pin, but make sure you don't forget.
Okay. I can
If
see.
you forget, you see if you buy a new SIM, you have this one.
Okay.
So there's a POC number here. You can use it to reset it in case you forget. But most of them have thrown this one away.
Okay. So I would now create a pin here that I will never forget.
Yeah, don't forget the SIM. But we don't have a funny thing. Some people will still use their date of birth to create the SIM pin.
What should they use?
Use something like something out of the box. Something which is not related to you, like that you are going to remember. Someone can use 000 1 2 3 4.
But you mean there are some soft passwords that people use?
Of course.
Like
if I get to have some conversation with people right now, I can get some of their details.
Okay.
Because you go kasa, you wait me for no. Me cry no. I'm really too much into no. Me yeah. Usually me date of birth me BBR.
Okay.
Information captured. And pass Uber tries and man it will work. So you have to try and use different passwords. And you know that there is a 4-digit pin, right? So we can derive 10,000 passwords from it. The MoMo pins we are seeing now 10,000. So that's why MTN, like all the telcos, if you attempt a wrong password 5 times, the SIM gets blocked.
Okay.
Yes. So imagine if they were not having that security system and you enter 10,000 passwords on your phone, one will definitely go through.
Obviously.
So the probability of getting someone's password, and that process is called brute force. You are trying all possible means, is 5 over 10,000, which is 0.0005.
Okay.
That's the probability
of you getting the right password.
The right password of someone, 0.0005, which is 5 over 10,000.
But I have a friend. I live with a friend, right? SL. One day his phone was snatched in traffic, right? When they snatched the phone, they go. The next day he went to replace the SIM card. When he did, the money that he had, they have withdrawn everything. How was that possible?
SIM swapping.
Then you know.
SIM swapping, no. Also, me gather information and answer me kwa. Me from like me yeah.
Okay.
But now they've improved their system.
Okay.
SIM swapping, no. I can gather information about you, like information. Then I'll lie to the telcos. So this one, I'm tempted to say that insider job today, monk.
Okay.
The same so happen. Insider job today, monk. You know, we are human beings working. So, it's
Enye papa.
it's insider job, no. I'm all link up.
No, link here, what does it mean? Now, I want to get, so you go to the telcos.
Sometimes to be like usually those people they have people
Inside
who are helping them.
Okay.
They get yes, because you call them, like they will give them correct details. But now they've upgraded the system. If you want to create a new SIM, they have to go to the office, you hold your ID, they'll take pictures of you and everything. And I'm confident no more trust SIM on chain, it's not more hard too much. SIM card is like 10 cedis also. Legon, they were selling it for like 70 cedis.
Okay.
Yes. So
That's
we
also a problem.
That's a problem. But problem I can was office so line a bit disono.
True.
So they have to create more centers like accredited people that they know.
They can do
If
the
this
job.
happens, we are coming to you. So responsibility also counts.
Okay. There is one other thing, right? They said they use BURP suit to intercept OTP.
Rep suit.
BEP suit
Yeah.
to intercept OTP. Interception, I thought, is only football.
Yeah.
How does it happen?
Okay, so
The
the
OTP is different from the PIN. Or is the same?
OTP is one-time PIN.
It's a
One-time password.
One-time password.
Yeah.
Okay. They said they intercept the OTP.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
So the BEP will be like a middleman. You know, there's something that goes on between your phone before you get to the internet and everything. There's something that goes on. You get it? So the BEP can come and sit in the middle. You send a request, then everything. If I send the request, nothing happens. But if the request is coming, like you're receiving the OTP, the BEP can intercept. But that one is usually for web-based, this one. So let's say you're creating a Sportybet account and you need an OTP. But this is what they usually use. There's something you call network spoofing.
Okay.
And when you go I can target a place like Kotoka International Airport. There are restaurants, like any place. I'll go and sit there. If I have a network adapter, I can create a network, which is just like Kotoka International Airport.
Okay.
Or my KSS. Which my some more Wi-Fi or ha. Which my create a network. When I create network, I need KSS any epe.
Okay.
And I usually give fancy KSS the network a password also. But maybe they need free.
Okay.
Obe join. Bibinia home free. Obe join CCR.
So when they join, then what happens?
When you join, you're on the hacker. See, if it's from a hacker, you're on the hacker's network. Like what happened?
Okay.
It's be available within that period. You know, when say busy places like airports near transactions cost. You get it. Even last 2 years, I heard this story. Say US, one guy I say two coin on any friends, and I was sending message say I'll blast the plane or something. But I sending message like now I grow as a boys.
Yeah.
Or sending message no issue airport Wi-Fi. It's almost to intercept. And the airport is a very, very security, cyber
Very
security,
tight.
everything is tight. It's almost intercepted fast. What if it's not a joke?
Okay.
You get it? Yes. So we have to avoid public Wi-Fi, those kind of things.
Free.
Because you don't know where it's coming from. Even your students' Wi-Fi, if possible, don't use it for transactions. Even though they claim it's protected and everything's from the school and everything, but that could be to that money.
Interesting. But per the way you are explaining, right? Maybe I might not be very good to your understanding. Like my mother at home, my father at home might not have the understanding that you have. How easy is it to detect a fraudster?
How to detect a fraudster?
Yeah.
There's no particular way. What if you sitting there right now, you're a fraudster?
I don't know.
I don't know. What if I'm a fraudster? What if they are fraudsters? We don't know. So you just have to safeguard yourself. And if possible, passwords are like toothbrush. Do you share your toothbrush?
No, I don't share toothbrush.
So don't share your password. Never share your password. And
No
under no
way.
circumstance.
Where?
Who are now the accounts in the call?
Okay. Okay, so people shouldn't share their passwords at
So
all.
you just put it in your head. Passwords are like toothbrushes. You can never share them under no circumstance. phone password, unless maybe legal reasons or something. Now I know say it's a legal reason.
Apart from that,
Yeah,
not with
something
your
like that.
girlfriend.
Nah,
Your
no girlfriend or a froster.
No, but why would you date a fraudster? No,
Girls-
but maybe in instances where your password is needed, and maybe you are not well, you have an accident.
Okay.
Like in those cases, that's why I'm
Emergency
sure
cases, you can share.
people share their passwords ahead. Like let's say I have my
Right.
mom's password or my mom has my
Yeah, I get
password.
it. I get
In
it.
case where something happens to me right now and they need to go through my phone, maybe you can reach my mom and
Okay,
get my
you
password.
can share it right after you are well. Then you change it.
Change it again. Then
Right,
you let her
immediately.
know again.
Pardon.
When I change it, then I let her know again.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it's your who's not toothbrush? I catch it. Girls was son. So on catch it.
Okay.
So on catch your girls was son toothbrush. So
So-
sana yeah wow there.
Okay.
Now my son password. You don't have to have any issue with me. It's my phone. I'm protecting myself.
Okay.
You need to protect yourself.
So you don't share your password with anyone.
Nah,
On your socials, your date of birth is not there.
I've removed them. But you can get my mail and number.
Okay.
With my full name. And this one, you see, if you don't use an ID again, just bend them or cut them. Don't use it again. Like just, and you see, people can usually misplace their student ID,
Yeah.
Ghana card, and you go on social media, and the next thing is they've posted the card, and they just cover there's the number, the Ghana card number. It's not right. So if possible, just show the person's first name and maybe the face and cover the rest of the details. Because that's see date of birth, any place of birth, any height, anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you advise we shouldn't be mentioning our full name out?
Oh, people can know your full name.
Okay.
But I think the telecoms, you know, they have to work on something. Because if you call them right now that, oh, block this in for me, they'll ask you questions, right? What's your Ghana card number? Which card did you use to register your this one? They'll ask you some 1 or 2, 3 questions. So if I know all these details,
they
we
can
can
block the number.
I
I've not tried to call them to block my number before, so I don't know how
okay.
that works. But if that is it, then I'm sure
They have to work on something.
they have to definitely work on that. But let's come to the ignorance aspect. Do you think people online, when this video came out, for like the ladies who ignorant, not being able to differentiate or see that this is likely to happen or this is going to happen, and directly blaming the telcos? Do you think it comes to ignorance?
Sometimes ignorance is part. And someone told that I also need to be able to say.
Okay.
A 2 year now I'm say yes.
Okay.
Some people are even under attacks, but they don't know.
Yeah, and what?
Attacks, but they don't know.
Spiritual attack or what
Nah,
attack?
physical attack. At the moment, it should be spiritual. So they are under attacks, but they don't know. Because I'm on for pay free Wi-Fi, free this. Bunia in the software, you have to pay, let's say, $10 a month.
Yeah, to
but
access
also,
it.
kwaya software is free.
Okay.
None any anji or yusu. A toa. We'll say yes.
Both of our mothers, I don't think my mom needs Wi-Fi for anything.
My mother
Is it that when
says,
someone-
"Momo, mother's not going to momo."
Yeah, but they don't use Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So is it that, let's say I'm advising a mother at home, when someone calls, she should hang up? Or what should be like trying to avoid as a mother where you don't have kids around?
Mothers no they say they need social media. Who I bet that for WhatsApp. Mothers they say most of the time I'm sending
Yeah.
I would say
those
yes,
WhatsApp messages.
this WhatsApp message. They are all phishing attacks. So we have to educate them. Yes, you don't have to believe in anything you see online. Yes, and before you do something, you have to confirm the source and everything. Or simple, they should just avoid. Once the mother send their thought and
They just want to click on anything that they see.
Be an boss.
So you're advising that probably links, when people send you links, that you
have to verify.
you have to. How do you verify a link? Because I have to tap on the link.
We
to
have
verify.
some links, HTTP. Some of them you see HTTPS. It will be a browser and I say a secure. That bones a locked down chain. I don't know if you try right now.
If I open any
Could be website.
Okay, yeah, I can
Once
see
a
Google.
lockdown.
Yeah, there's a lock.
Lockdown that is secured. But websites will be not lock could be under home.
It means that it's an open website.
Yeah. And some those websites, some of them you share personal information with them. They are not secured.
Okay.
Yes, since the website is usually links, no, it will HTTP, HTTPS. HTTPS usually is secured. And now who lock no.
Okay.
Be walk our phone better warning say this website
Mostly for iPhones.
Yeah, a better warning say see.
But recently, I'm sure there was a fraudulent MoMo activity with Pizza Man and some people creating accounts. They say they track the people. How do you think they just get their way easy to get big money like this? Like people are withdrawing huge amounts of money, right?
Pizza Man, there's that story. I don't really know the story, and it's like 2 years, right?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I think say Omachi is Omachi.
Yes.
Yeah, track Omachi.
Yeah, they have arrested some, but still people are engaging in things like that.
The problem is if you go online, search Pizza Man. Na sana mano. Aye way. If you search Pizza Man, let me say Pizza Man is a big brand. You go online, then you search.
Yeah.
Omona banana ne yiba. It wouldn't say we if Pizza Man.
Okay.
Yes, and we have search engine optimization. Even though you say Pizza Man, I don't know if that time they had they have registered on Google like their business. But now Pizza Man be an extra money aneba.
So you have to register your business on Google?
Yeah.
How is it done?
I have a video on that on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And every business owner should register their business if you want
more publicity.
Yeah, because if I come here, if I sell food and I come to say Adenta, food joints at Adenta, it will show if only my search engine optimization is very this one, it will and people are rating me. You see, sometimes you can search, let's see Kibisky Hotel rating 4.5 and everything. The waiter was not this, she was that remarks and everything. Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. Interesting. What's the final advice that you have to give people who have fallen victim to stuff like this, but even to date, they don't know what to do?
Okay, my final advice is that see a case you could deep technically or how could be save MoMo account.
Okay.
But
let's do the English for them to understand very well.
Okay, so if we were to dive in very, very deeper, no one would have saved in their mobile money account.
Why?
Because the fraudsters are learning, the cybersecurity people too are fighting. And it happens, and it's a system, anything can happen. You can have a glitch, an unexpected glitch. But you have to, once you have to know is that they are trying as much as they can to protect you. So you have to do your part as an individual. Avoid many things. Free no and also. This public, I spoke about public Wi-Fi. Lock your SIM.
Yeah, lock your SIM.
Public Wi-Fi, lock your SIM.
Most of your details, your date of birth.
Yeah, try and hide some of them. I think that's okay.
And that's you are.
And you should, if you are the phishing attack too, if you are, before you tap on a link, you have to verify.
Okay.
Yes.
That would also help you not be in a situation.
And never share an OTP too.
Never share an OTP with someone.
Like immediately you are in a call with someone and a person start that conversation.
Hang up.
And if possible, restart your phone or turn on flight mode and turn it off.
To avoid those people.
Yeah.
Okay. But well,
a friend say also chess or tough.
Yeah, we have some here.
When
the frosters called it.
Now so boy friend can near J did this do matter almost do at yes.
But what does that about to do? If I'm insulting you, you're insulting me back.
Just let the person go. Watching just let the person go. And one thing you have to, this is not about MoMo, our WhatsApp. We have to protect it. See, recently, if you request for a verification code, sometimes you don't get it in your SMS, you get it on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've realized.
Yeah, I've realized.
So we have to protect our WhatsApp accounts. Let me add this. Right now, where the world is going, I think the era of password is almost over.
Okay.
We have something called passkeys. I don't know if you've seen it in your phone.
Head passkeys.
I have many social media accounts, but I don't know the password for any of them. I don't even remember one.
You don't know your password?
I don't know my password.
Why? What do you use?
I use passkeys.
What is that?
The passkeys is like it captures your face, your biometric, or your fingerprints.
Yeah.
And usually you can choose to create a password, or the system will generate a very strong password for you. Like different. So my passkeys are saved on my cloud. It's stored on the cloud. So if I take another iPhone and I log in, there's no need for me to enter my logins. I just use the Face ID. I'm true.
Okay. So you use that strong password, the ABGKFY2.
Yeah, the passwords. So you can choose. You have the option to choose
manually
or
you
use
let them
that
do it
strong,
for you. Yeah.
and to save on your cloud.
Okay,
Yes. So I don't have to worry if I'm moving or using a new device or something. I'm good to go. Have the passkey, so it will store everything.
Then you are good to go.
Yes. If I log out of Snapchat or any account, I just show it my face.
But we have had so much information about the iPhone. What of the Android users? But I think Android is open.
Yeah,
as
Android is
compared
open.
to
Android is
the
open.
iPhones. What security advice do you think we can give to the Android users?
You should avoid cracked softwares.
Okay.
Also, Android, do to me the genuine baby. Yeah, to me the
Can you
genuine.
download Heaven on Android?
Wallahi. To call the trim aduane. Like
What do you mean?
put in that trim aduane. Now back. So the Android, yeah. But before an app, so they should always try to download apps from Play Store or App Store, because before the app will be published, it goes through some security process before they will allow the app.
All right. Guys, this has been an interesting one. I did this with are you
A god?
Are you a god? Yes, a tech content creator that you can follow him on all socials. Are you a god? If you have any questions, you can go to his DM and then you ask him, or you can drop it in the comment section. Maybe I didn't ask some of the questions, but we'll do our best to answer in our next episode. I think we'll be doing more of this tech conversations so that we can educate people what is happening with respect to e-cash, yes, electronic. Because right now we are in a cashless economy. So if you don't take care where you keep all your money, but this thing, is it the same with banks as well?
Yeah, it's kind of related.
Banks too same.
Yeah, it's kind of related.
MoMo same, bank same. Susu box are boys, rats go chew So
electronic.
So what should we do?
Yeah, you have to protect yourself.
What's the best?
They're also trying their best to protect you, even with crypto and everything. People also try to get into the system. So one thing you have to notice that no system is secured.
Okay.
Even US security, you grant even same clone near you grant.
How much more Ghana?
Yes.
But I want to ask you one question. What's the best means of saving money that you would recommend?
Me.
Yeah.
The bank, or you give me the money for me to keep it for you.
All right. He says the bank, or you give the money to him for him to keep for you. Now, so we'll see you guys in another episode. This is the explanation of the lady's situation that over 11,000 was withdrawn from her mobile money. MTN has said they are running investigation alongside the Ghana police to be able to catch or arrest whoever is involved in that transaction. But the honest truth is that the money has been withdrawn from, it's no more e-cash now, it's physical cash. So by now, maybe by the time they arrest the person has already spent the money. Maybe if MTN is going to be liable to pay the money back to the lady, or well, we'll wait for more updates from the MTN. But this is an interesting one, an educative one. We'll see you guys on another episode. My name is Ace Kanti. We're out.